Sometimes when I'm interviewing someone and they're telling a really cool story, I kind of lose my focus for a minute and say, wait, what? In my head, because it's just that cool. I did that at least 10 times while talking with Haley Sanko and Maggie Yanis at the Hazleton Area High School at the pool for swimming practice. See if you can pick out when I said, wait, what? During the story. At the end of their freshman swimming seasons, Haley Sanko and Maggie Yanis had 498 points. They noticed this at the end of the year banquet, and they started kind of an inside joke by saying hashtag 498. Now they're both juniors, and they've both reached hashtag 1,000 points in their careers at the Hazleton Area High School. They can both thank each other for getting there, and not just for that hashtag they created back in freshman year. Let's go back to the Hazleton YWCA when Sanko and Yanis were 4 or 5 years old. Sanko hated jumping off the block when she was a kid. Her coach tried to bribe her with candy, but it was Yanis who helped her make the leap.
I mean, I remember the day that I finally went off the block. It's actually my friend Maggie who got the 1,000 points with me. She said oh, you could sleep over my house if you jump off the block, and then I dove off the block. And when we were younger, we were thick as thieves, and we still are to this day, and our antics still continue to this day. But she would be so timid to swim, and she's always been amazing at it. So it would boggle my mind. I'm like, why doesn't she want to swim? I'm like, why don't you want to swim? And I'd be like, well, Haley, if you go swim, we can have a sleepover after this. So that was always one thing I think that motivated us is when we were kids and even now to swim, because we always had each other to push ourselves. So even then and now.
I was going to ask that. I mean, you gave her the push there. She does the same thing to you, though?
Yeah, she does. I mean, especially when we were little, yes. I was always I feel like I pushed her to get in the pool then because she didn't want to swim. But now, if you see me swim the 500, I do it every meet. She's always the one at the end of the pool counting my laps for me. She's always the one cheering me on. She's always the one telling me I have to kick more, I have to push more. This person's coming up, you need to speed up. She's always the person who's there to tell me what to do in the pool and out.
On December 19th, 2017, they were both on Hazleton Area's 200 medley relay team against Myers. The team won, and both of them earned their 1,000th point at the same time.
Me and Maggie, we've been best friends since we were 4 or 5, because we actually have older sisters who swam. So we met each other at their practices, and ever since then we just we're with each other. We do everything together. We're always pushing each other at practice, and we just have a really close bond.
Their sisters, Shelby Sanko and Rebecca Yanis, are also in the 1,000 point club at Hazleton Area. They've pushed each other to this point along with some help from head coach Michelle Yakubowski. Yanis also gives a ton of credit to former Hazleton Y coach Rob Gould.
I mean, he's just taught me to be so goal-oriented, even from age 5. Always here's a piece of paper, write your goals down on it. Okay, so I always have that in the back of my head, and I thank him for that. And this was just another goal that I had to accomplish, and it wouldn't be possible without him to this day.
The next goal Sanko has her eyes on is making it back to states. She was there last year as a member of the 400-yard freestyle relay team. Yanis has her eyes on district gold in the 500 freestyle. She finished second last year in that event. From a block to a sleepover to hashtag 498 to hitting the big 1,000 on the same night, it's already been quite a journey for Sanko and Yanis, but they're only juniors, so their story has time to continue trending at the Hazleton Area High School. There's actually one more wait what moment you didn't get to see in the final story. Yanis told me that she thinks of songs while swimming and told me that some of them are throwbacks like One Direction. And in my head I said, wait, what? Hashtag I'm getting old. Thank you to the two friends for sharing their story with us. And we'll hear from fellow 1,000 point scorer Dylan Gould soon right here on SSPTV News.